News Features reporter Kun-woo. Welcome, Kun-woo.
Hello, Kun-woo.
Hello, guys. And hello, everyone. I'm Kun-woo, News Features reporter at Arirang. I got some exciting news just for you as well, so stay tuned.
And Kun-woo, I heard that this week you went to a special place for university students. Where did you go?
Before I tell you about where I went, I want to ask you guys a little question. So, where did you guys stay during your university years? I know, Walter, you went to university in Australia.
Yes.
You, Soa, in Korea.
Right.
So, yeah, can you share a little bit of your experiences?
Well, for me, I just lived at my parents' home, so I had to take the bus and subway. It took an hour and a half, so back and forth, 3 hours to go to university. So I was actually always envy of my friends who lived at dormitories or near the campus, because I had to take the bakcha, the last bus, to get home at 10:30 p.m.
Yeah.
We were quite lucky. My parents lived very far from my university, so I actually had to move out of my house and live by myself in a small one-bedroom apartment. Very, very expensive. So yes, I had to live by myself.
I see.
Yes, for me, I usually stayed at the university's dormitory because it's cost-effective and it's really close to campus. So really, I don't really need to worry about missing my classes because
I see.
I would usually set up my classes at starting from 9 a.m. in the morning. But I never missed any classes throughout my school years.
Of course,
that for
you're
sure.
Kun-woo.
Yes. But aside from that, today I went to a very popular housing option for university students these days, which are boarding houses. And so they are steadily becoming more popular these days as they were in the past. So stay with me and I'll take you there. A small, quiet living room filled with university students. That's because a variety of 15 side dishes that might be quite costly at a restaurant are served twice a day at mealtime at this boarding house. These dishes are all cooked by the owner herself, who says it's a joy to prepare them for the students. Communal meals at boarding houses were common in South Korea up until the late 1990s, but as millennials began prioritizing privacy, studio flats have become more popular since then. However, students living here today say privacy isn't that much of a concern, as there are bigger benefits.
Since I live in Seoul, eating out is quite expensive. I spend about 50K per day, but that's how much I would save by eating here.
More students are choosing boarding houses to keep costs down.
During COVID-19, there were almost no students, but after the pandemic, demand surged even among foreign students.
I came from another country. It's quite expensive. I don't cook that much, no time, more convenient compared to other places.
This boarding house, built decades ago and showing its age, has become increasingly popular with every single room booked. And it's not just this house, but according to data, boarding house reservations rose by around 20% in the first 2 months of this year compared to last year. An official from an online accommodation platform added that boarding houses are cost-effective for students, especially when compared to other housing options.
In Korean style, we say the one room, 1 month's price is more than 700,000 won. Boarding house, there are no deposit, and the average price is 400,000 won, include the meals. As boarding houses offer students an affordable option in an era of high costs, with rent, meals, and utility bills all included, this trend is expected to continue among students on a limited budget.
Wow, Kun-woo, the food seriously looked like food prepared at a hansikjip or a Korean food restaurant.
Yes.
So that was not prepared just for TV, was it?
No, it wasn't.
So this is a daily thing?
Yes, so that's actually bringing me to my question. I'm sort of curious how the boarding house owner manages their food and the finances when preparing that food on a daily basis.
Right, with rising costs, that's actually, that could be a challenge for these owners. And she actually says she sometimes face deficits during the winter season, especially because of high heating bills. But she said there's more to her business than just earning money.
My husband and I don't spend much, so we just consider it as earning our pocket money. Talking with the students is fun, and I see this as my workplace. Even at the age over 70, being able to work brings me joy.
Her mindset was truly touching, and I have to mention the food she prepared. It was really good, just a kind of 집밥 as we call it here in South Korea, meaning homemade food usually made by our moms. Since I live by myself, I don't really get to enjoy 집밥 often, but yesterday I really enjoyed the fresh homemade meal.
Aw, good for you, Kun-woo. But I wonder, in your report, we had some foreigners. So how can foreign students know about these boarding houses? Where do they find information?
Yeah, so today I brought two representative options. One is from the Korean government. Their website provides basic information on various housing options available to foreign students studying in Korea. And also, it not only includes details on boarding houses, but also introduces unique housing concepts in Korea like 전세, a long-term housing arrangement where tenants pay a lump sum amount to the landlord to lease a property for a set period. Another option will be using the Mom's Day platform. I recommend this app because its staff speak multiple foreign languages, allowing foreign students to easily inquire through messages on their social media pages.
Well, speaking of different housing, I'm sure there are other options as well. Can you tell us about some other options that are there as well?
Of course, that's my job. So co-sharing houses are another option. They are basically share houses with added leisure facilities like spaces for yoga or weightlifting, which have become quite popular these days among these students. But due to these added facilities, they might be relatively expensive compared to like the ones that I visited. So that's something to keep in mind for those who are watching at this moment.
Right, co-sharing houses have also become popular with the increase of single households here in Korea. So maybe an idea for another coverage later on, Kun-woo?
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, well, thank you very much for today's report.
Thank you, Conan.
Thank you.